I'm Tom Hand, the creator of Americana Corner, and welcome to Preserving America. Today we are spotlighting one of our Americana Corner grant recipients, Journey Through Hallowed Ground National Heritage Area, and joining us is Bill Sellars, its president and CEO. Bill, welcome to Americana Corner.
Thank you so much for having me, Tom.
It's great to see you. Please tell everyone what a National Heritage Area is.
We are one of 55 national heritage areas in the country, and they go from Alaska to East Coast to West Coast. We have a mission of conserving the environment, historic preservation, history education, and promoting heritage tourism. And we all have a different way of going about it. With the Journey Through Hallowed Ground, we've got this incredible 15-county area going from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, down to Charlottesville, Virginia, and Monticello. We've got 12 national parks, a number of Main Street communities, over 1,000 national historic sites, state parks, sites related to every piece of the American story. Go from the Native American period to the present. We've got incredible stories in this area that's kind of an arc around the nation's capital. I like to describe it as the greatest outdoor classroom to learn about American history and civics in the country, especially with our proximity to Washington and the Smithsonian museums and all the great resources there.
That is such a cool mission, what you guys do. Is part of your mission to tie these things together to tell a broader story rather than everyone having their own little silo? You're trying to tie them, see how they are intertwined?
That very much is the case. And just to tell you about how National History Academy came about, because it segues very well on your question. Very early in the Journey's history, we started a day program, and students around Leesburg, Virginia, would have a 2-week day program. They would hike up the mountain to Monticello and learn about Jefferson, and get in a canoe and go down the Shenandoah and learn about Native Americans, or go down to Harper's Ferry and make a stop at Harper's Ferry and learn about John Brown. Take a bike tour of Gettysburg with a guide. And I thought, this is something that is not really offered in the country. You think, space camp, band camp, math camp, STEM camp.
Right.
There was no history camp. There was really no history camp that kind of tied everything together, the American story together.
That is so fascinating. And so you came up with this idea, the National History Academy, which is really where our funding from Americana Corner went last year. And so can you tell us more details about the National History Academy?
We built it around place-based learning, and to help us, we actually recruit students who lean left and lean right and encourage discussion about difficult topics, both difficult historic topics. And
good for you. We need more of that.
One of the things that the kids realize is there's nothing inevitable about any moment in our history, and the men and women who are making decisions were fallible, and they didn't make every decision right, but they were dedicated to the country and to moving our society forward.
Isn't that the truth? Nothing was inevitable.
It's not inevitable, and the amazing farewell address that he offered.
Amazing.
It's those different pivotal moments in our history that really could have changed the type of country that we are, and we know that America is not perfect, but we're as long as we're committed to some of those ideals that were written down 200 and almost 250 years ago now, we can live on. We have a lot of fun during the summer, but we have very serious conversations about the country and where we are. If there's one common thread with the students we get, is that they're interested in our history because they're concerned about our country, and they want to generate that perspective to really understand it. And that's where place-based learning just does an amazing job. I'm sure with you, nothing frustrates you more than hearing, why are we studying history? How is it relevant to me?
No kidding.
That's just nails on a chalkboard, because it's I always tell young people, how is it not relevant to you? It's everything that we are today as a people. We've inherited from the past, and to be able to study study our past in a meaningful way, to take both those things that, okay, this didn't work, and we can slough this off, but these are some of the principles that can help bind us together and create that common American story that does make our country so unique.
Well, you're right about that. And American history isn't a series of unconnected events. It's one big, great story that we need to tell. And hopefully, if you get better at telling that story, it'll become more interesting to children of today. But
that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
Well, Bill, this is fantastic. I could chat with you all day. I know we're running out of time here, so I'm going to thank you so much for joining us and sharing with us about Journey Through Hallowed Ground and the National Heritage Areas. It's just been fascinating. So thank you for your time, and thank you for listening. And until next time, may your love of country lead you.